By now, I am sure that all of you are well acquainted with the story of Dune, especially coming from the two movies that recently came out in 2020 and 2024. Now, have you ever heard of the story of Dune from the perspective of how Dune speaks wisdom of the Great Mother? Sihaya means desert spring. Arrakis, a barren land where the people, or the Fremen, long for the Mahdi who helps Sihaya to create a green place, bringing back the trees and the plants. The barren land means the masculine world that we live in today. This is Arrakis. Sihaya means the presence of the Great Mother and her withdrawal of wisdom from the earth, though she did not leave the earth. That is the presence of the sandworms and also the sand in Dune, or Arrakis. The Messiah, or the Lisan al-Gaib, was an agricultural god, meaning that he, or she, was the one responsible for the land of milk and honey. He, or she, was akin to the Fremen, showing them the way as the Kwisatz Haderach, the leader of the way to paradise, or the opening of one's third eye. That is why the water of life is important. The oil that goes up one's spine is the oil that is called the Kundalini fire. The twin serpents, or the makers, the worms of the desert that the oil derived from. That is a clear representation of Tiamat, the princess dragon queen of Orion, or Aryan, which means masters of heaven. When that fire goes up into the third eye, which is the sole mission of the Lisan al-Gaib, it creates the phenomenon known as Christ consciousness, where the 144,000 become the Messiah as one, a community of one where one is all and all is one. The Great Mother is the all, and she created all with her consort as one. It is also important to note that the water of life in Dune is only drinkable to women, and only women can survive it, given that she is initiated into the darkness first, causing her to become enlightened by the light of the Great Mother. The water of life comes from the serpents of the desert when they are drowned in water, oozing out this powerful oil that activates the Christ consciousness of the 144,000. But doesn't the spice melange, intended to be as the oil of earth, denote the small amounts of wisdom one can take in, causing prophetic dreams and the ever-long journey of acquiring knowledge? The oil of the earth is what everyone longs for. Oil in this way means power, but the hidden meaning of the oil is what is overlooked by many fans of this story. In the story of Dune, everyone would do anything to get the spice and to keep it, allowing them to continue to have the wisdom to control the world. However, the Mahdi, the prophet, wanted to take control of the spice, or, in other words, cut off the amount of wisdom the others could have, thus signifying that the Great Mother no longer abides with those who took captive of the chosen people. The parable of the lamps with oil is evident here. The Arrakis spice farm was the Garden of Eden in the sense that the Atreides family was kicked out of the garden like Adamu and Tiamat. This is also the form of Mother Mary staying with the Messiah, the one who gave him power. And this is also another form of the Great Mother staying with her children in the wilderness after they were destroyed, like the Exodus of Egypt. When Paul honors his mother, she was pleased, having the ability to give him the seat of power. The throne represents the mountain or breast of a woman, the sustainer, the one thing that can sustain all life. This is like how Isis sat Horus on her lap. She gave him power. Paul not only represents the Messiah, but he also represents the chosen children. Also, he represents the 144,000, stuck in the wilderness with no home to go to and lost without a name. He returns to bring war on the great houses, or nations of the earth, for what was done to him and his people. Notice that it was the woman who taught him how to war with his hands and how to stand upright, as the water of life suggests. The woman has the wisdom, knowledge, and authority to do so.